Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly. I'm so glad that you are here today. I'm going to be doing the currently reading tag. This is an original tag by Charlie Ray. I was tagged by Boozy Bookish Thought. Please go watch her video. I will have it in the description and check out her channel. She has some fun reviews of books on her channel. I really enjoy her. The first question is, how many books do you usually read at once? I try very hard for reading with my eyeballs to only have one fiction book I'm reading. I usually have something nonfiction going on. Usually every other month I will get through a nonfiction book, and then also I am reading the Bible. So I definitely have those three things happening, but I try only to have one fiction book I read with my eyeballs at a time. Now, what I have available at the library coming up, and having one of those things hard to get right now, has changed that. I'm actually reading two fiction books with my eyeballs right now. Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb, which is the third in the Farseers trilogy, and The Paris Apartment, which is, you guys know, is really popular right now, which is why I had to just take it when the library was available. So currently, I have two fictions, a nonfiction, the Bible, and I have a read aloud with my kids that we're listening to, which is the fourth book in the Wingfeather saga. And then I am listening to, on my own, a audiobook, and it's The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte. So right now, I usually only have the Bible, a nonfiction, and a fiction. And then whatever's going on with my children. I do usually read to them aloud before bedtime, and it's chapter books, but let's not count all that right now. Number two, if you're reading more than one book at a time, how do you decide when to switch from one to the other? That would be depending on what is due back at the library first, because I'm mainly a library reader. And if I have plenty of time, I would just do mood. What I'm in the mood for. Except for the nonfiction, sometimes I have to set a goal, because I'm not really a natural nonfiction reader. I'm doing this for knowledge, not necessarily enjoyment. Other than that, for the fiction, I would definitely be in the mood or what's due back first. Number three, do you ever switch bookmarks in the middle of reading a book? Yes, absolutely. I will oftentimes have index cards with my lists on them. If I've marked everything off my list, a lot of times I'll go to a different one. And occasionally, I think I've said this before, I'll even have, like if I need to grab something and I don't have a bookmark with me, I will grab a clean tissue and put it in there. So yes, for sure. Four, where do you keep what you're currently reading? That is usually, if it's a physical book, I have it on my headboard, and if on my bed, it has a nice shelf. And then if not, then I definitely have it on my Kindle, and my Kindle is like either in one of my kids' hands because their math is on there, or it is with me wherever I am, because I use my Kindle for more than reading as well. I a lot of times will check my email on there. I will do a lot of different things on my Kindle. What time of day do you typically read? That for me is nighttime. I do only short sprints during the day. Nighttime, when my boys like to be cuddled at night, so I will either have a book light or nightshade on my Kindle, and I'll like cuddle for about 15 minutes with each boy. That gets 30 minutes in. Then I leave them and go give my daughter a hug goodnight and do a couple little things, and then I usually read for about 20 or 30 more minutes as I am getting ready for bed. So that is when I read. And I just answered inadvertently the next question, how long in one sitting? So yes, usually 30 minutes, take a little break, 20 more minutes. On the weekends, sometimes I can get an hour in. I'm just the life stage with children where I can't just read all day like I used to on the weekends. Do you read hardcover with the dust jacket on or off? On, and I will use the dust jacket a lot of times as a bookmark. Which position do you use to read? So I'm reclining with children, so I'm kind of a lot of times propped up on pillows in a bed. Or in my bed, I lean against the headboard and I let my neck have just a little gentle traction to keep me in good alignment. If I'm on the couch, I kind of curl up into a little ball on the couch. I love reading on the couch, but I don't always get the opportunity. Do you take the book you are reading everywhere you go? At least in the car with me. At least in the car. If I'm going to be waiting somewhere on children or something like that, it's in the car. Now, a lot of times if I'm going in and there's an opportunity to read, like if I'm going to a doctor's appointment, absolutely. But if I'm going into like the grocery store or the church or whatever, I'll leave it in the car. And 10, how do you update your progress on Goodreads? I don't. I only use Goodreads for giving stars and reviews to ARCs. That is the only reason I use Goodreads. I am one of these people that would become a little too obsessive. So I do not use it at all. All right, I'm going to be tagging some great booktubers. I'm going to tag Buzzword Books, Brandy Reads, Christy Reads a Lot, and Clara Pettibon. I hope that you guys want to do it. If not, that's totally okay. I just wanted to give you a shout out. All right, thanks so much for joining me today, guys, and I hope you read a lot. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.